Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for allowing me into your field. I have some important, exciting things to share with you. But first, I want to explain what I've been doing the last few weeks and the last 2 months, really. So I've been working on melding with my Akashic records, and obviously that's as taxing as it sounds. A lot of us have been asked to up our game and increase our level of engagement in this spiritual ascension journey. And anytime we do that, it's always going to be taxing physically until we can integrate those energies properly so then we can really function on all cylinders. Um, so that's what I've been doing. So it's very physically tiring, but I am pushing through because I know that the end result will be a better, more connected version of myself. And also, I'll be able to teach you guys how to do the same. And also, melding with my records will allow me to deliver targeted information based on what you guys are looking for instead of what comes down the pipeline, basically. So both ways are important, but they're a little bit different, and I'll be able to better facilitate the information that is craved. So that's really exciting and something to look forward to, and some big plans for this channel going forward. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for all your support over the last few months. You guys have put me in a position to succeed, and I'm very grateful for that. Hopefully, I'll be able to return the favor for you, if not now, in a future timeline. So, speaking of timelines and speaking of ascension symptoms and upping our game, I want you, well, first of all, let's say, as old souls and light workers, we take a lot of pride in entering altered states in order to experience supernatural things or things that would be considered paranormal to the average person. I always say, and I'll keep saying, it is our job as light workers and old souls who've been doing this work for so long to normalize the paranormal. And that is, for me, the most fun part of this work is basically being able to generate these supernatural experiences one way or another. So also we dig into those altered states in order to have experiences and to bring energy back with us into the physical to help us manipulate and co-create our reality. But we also take a lot of pride in noticing and um, taking note of when those quantum realities bleed through into this linear reality. So basically, what I want to let you know today is to expect more bleed through, to expect more activity around you in your everyday life. Let's say you're in your office working on something, you might hear footsteps come up behind you. You might hear a door open in the middle of the night. You might, see shadow figures and even see them interact with the environment. And there is a reason for that. And this activity is not maybe what you think it is. So when we first think of this activity, we think of okay, the grid system and all the energy that's imprinted here is replaying itself, and we think of our guides and masters and ancestors and loved ones that are around us, supporting us all the time, interacting with us, and they do take a lot of enjoyment out of making themselves known to us. Because when you think about it, if you're existing in that realm and you are visually observing this reality, how fun of an experience would it be for that being to take notice of something that you've done? They enjoy leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow in order to get to a grand reveal of some sort. And that's a lot of work for them, and it takes a lot of training and a lot of dedication for you to recognize the signs and basically put the pieces together that there is multidimensional quantum work at play, and it is interacting with you in that now moment and giving you messages, giving you guidance, and honestly, most of the time, just having fun with you. Enjoying getting your attention is something that is really special to the universe, so I want you to keep that in mind. Because when you think of it that way, it eliminates all the fear of the unknown. And yes, that is something that we can still encounter on this ascension journey, especially when you're new and unfamiliar. But with this intensive education that we've received, basically dismantles and disintegrates that fear pretty easily. So not really something to worry about. So, like I said, this activity around you that's increasing, though, may not be what you think. So, pretty much, so we exist in a quantum reality that is pretending to be a linear reality. And this reality is much more complex than we have the senses to experience fully, anyway. At least most of us. So, with this new energy, with it being December 2020, with this big eclipse happening on December 21st, the lines between the reality are blurred, and there is some quantum bleed through, and this bleed through, these experiences that are happening are all generated from you. It all comes back to you. So, for example, all of your life, every moment, every day is all made up of decisions. You have your normal everyday decisions, you have your big life decisions, you have all kinds of decisions that you're involved with all the time that are manifesting themselves and playing themselves out in some way or another. Well, with your heightened ability in these energies to manifest, those realities are bleeding through into this one in the form of paranormal activity. And this paranormal activity is actually you on different timelines making different decisions. And the reason it's bleeding through is because, like I talked about, the energy is increasing at this time, and also the personal level that you're operating at is increasing. So let's say you are laying on your couch. You're trying to decide if you should go to bed for the night or not. And that decision is kind of bouncing around in your mind, and you're putting it off because you don't want to go to bed yet. You're comfortable doing whatever it is you're doing. And then maybe you hear footsteps going up and down your hall, or you hear your bedroom door open, or you maybe even see, let's say, a shadow figure walk through your kitchen. Well, you automatically think that this is some other entity, but what it actually is a bleed through of you on a timeline that did decide to go to bed a little bit earlier. Does that make sense? I want to make sure. I've actually recorded this video 3 times and had trouble all 3 times. So I want to just make sure that I'm clear. I want to make sure that the message is received and communicated properly so that you can then know what to expect going forward, or explain what your current experience has been. So what I'm being told is that this bleed through is happening more so to those who have upped their spiritual game in the last month or two. Because earlier, at the end of the summer and in the fall, we were asked to voluntarily recalibrate. So a lot of light workers are very comfortable doing what they're doing. A lot of them don't even know that they're light workers or let alone are going to identify as that. But there's a lot of comfortable light workers out there. There's a lot of good people doing a lot of good things that don't necessarily know that they're light workers. So take a lot of pride in the fact that you do know that you're one. That's pretty cool. But with us being who we are, the awakened ones, we are always up for the challenge. We didn't get to this point in our evolution by sitting on the sidelines or being content. And Spirit just wants to give you, they just want to commend you for doing this work and for taking it so seriously. And even after doing it for such a long time, still find a way to up your game even a little bit. That's a big accomplishment and a big testament to your dedication. And I just want to say on behalf of them, thank you very much for the work that you're doing in these times. We need it very desperately, and we are all doing this together and making sense of it all, and along the way getting puzzle piece after puzzle piece. But this is a very big puzzle, and we're working very hard to put it together so that we can all have the beautiful paradise planet that we came here to co-create. So yeah, I just wanted to stop by. I know it's been a minute, but there's a lot of important things that I need to say. And with this video not working the last few times, it kind of threw me off, but I'm back and ready to go now. So thank you very much. So thank you guys for the donations that I've continued to receive. That means a lot to me and my family and to this YouTube business going forward. And I'd be very excited to do some Akashic Records work with you guys in the future, coming very soon. So look out for that. And thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.